Hi, today I'm going to talk about some important investing lessons which I learned from watching Scam of 1992, Harshad Mehta, one of the most entertaining series I have watched till date. I couldn't resist taking its dialogues verbatim, followed by some of my own interpretations. I hope you had a chance to listen to the first part of this series. Today I present the second part. Dialogue 1. सक्सेस क्या है? फेलियर के बाद का नया चैप्टर. What is success? The next chapter after failure. Some of the greatest investors or entrepreneurs had failed miserably initially to become successful eventually. This happens all the time. However, the key lesson here is that you need to stay and survive in the game for long term. It is only when Radha Kishan Damani, one of the R's of the bear cartel led by Manu Manek, the Black Cobra, moved out of the stock market on incurring huge losses and then concentrated building the retail behemoth DMart that he created stupendous wealth for himself and his shareholders ultimately. The other R, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, who was also part of the bear cartel and who lost heavily during Harshad's bull run, is now considered India's Warren Buffett and is upwards of $2 billion. As Howard Marks of Oak Tree Capital has very succinctly said, it's more important to ensure survival under negative outcomes than it is to guarantee maximum returns under favorable ones. Dialogue 2, wherein Harshad Mehta says, मैं लोगों के भरोसे पे खेलना चाहता हूं. I want to play on the trust of the people. Bhushan Bhatt, Harshad's right hand man, said, मैं भी वही कह रहा हूं. लोगों के भरोसे से मत खेल. That is what I am telling. Don't play with the trust of the people. Playing on and playing with the trust of the people are diametrically opposite. Many a times, advisors provide wrong investment advice based on the trust which investors place on them. This short sighted behavior and the lure to get incentives at the expense of gullible investors is what has resulted in many stringent rules being placed upon them. After all, trust once lost is very difficult to regain. Dialogue 3. ये मार्केट का मसाला चार चीजों से बनता है. पहला, टिप, खबर, इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग. रिसर्च, उसमें थोड़ा रिस्क मिला दो. अब रिस्क जितना ज्यादा, मार्केट का मसाला उतना ही तीखा. इस मिलावट में अब थोड़ी भावना मिला दो, इमोशन. इसमें थोड़ा लौंग डाल दो, बन गया मार्केट का मसाला. Markets sentiments get built around tip, research, and risk. Higher the risk, higher the rewards. Add some emotion to this seasoning, it becomes market masala. Stock price is a function of rationality and irrationality. Most times, the stock's price seems to be in congruence with the rational elements, that is, fundamentals of the company. However, irrationality in terms of bhavna, that is, emotion, and volatility, create risk perception. At times, risk perception takes over the fundamentals. Hence, being emotionally strong in stock market is one of the most important elements to succeed. Psychology plays a more important role than fundamentals. Dialogue 4. इतने छोटे अमाउंट को अपने अपने दिमाग में माउंट एवरेस्ट बना के रखा हुआ है. मेरे लिए ये सब अमाउंट छोटा है. You have created a perception of Mount Everest with such a small amount of 500 crores. For me, every amount is minuscule. Investors often tend to weigh the opinion of an authority figure more heavily, thereby leading to authority bias. Humans usually have deep seated duty to authority and tend to comply when communicated by an authority figure. So, the moment top broking firms release a buy side report on a stock, or some big investor is slated to buy some stake in a company, most investors jump into the bandwagon because of the authority bias which gets created. We can perhaps avoid or reduce this bias by doing our own research or consult a financial advisor whom you trust, irrespective of the amount to be invested. After all, if children are supposed to do their homework, aren't we? Hope you enjoyed listening to this. For more interesting topics, you may check out my website www.jagrav.com, that is jagrav.com. If you want to reach out to me, you may email me at vikas@jagrav.com. Thanks.